Hey everyone, my name is Sophie from Sophisticated Motherhood, and today I have pulled out my toddler's travel bin because I want to share with you all of the different things that you can use and I use to keep my toddler entertained when we travel. I just pulled everything out of the bin because I want to go through category by category the different things. And the first thing I want to start with is busy books. If you haven't heard of busy books, there's a ton of different types of them. I have gone through two different types, and the first one, I actually got this one off Etsy. There are a lot of different pages with different activities. You can even customize the different pages. I am obsessed with the quality of this. It is immaculately sewn. There's so many different interesting and intricate things you can do with this, and I really appreciate that this busy book and the other busy book I'm going to show you can kind of grow with your child. I got this one, I want to say, when our oldest son Owen was maybe just over a year, maybe a year and a half, and there were little things for him to work on, like pulling these zippers. He could just pull off Velcro, stick it back on. Of course, with an older kid, there's a clock here, so you can even work on telling time or putting numbers in order. You can practice tying knots and tying shoes, so you can see how this can really grow with the kid. You can practice counting. We talked about brushing teeth with this adorable little giraffe and a toothbrush. There's toothpaste. It has a fake little refrigerator and a plate that you can put food on. It also has this travel, maybe it's supposed to be a backpack or briefcase or something like that. It has a camera in there and a little credit card. It also has some coins in here. So this was one that was great to start with, but for our most recent trip, I grabbed a different type of busy book, and this one comes in a really nice carrying case. It is a spiral bound book, and it does say my first busy book, and I believe they have this in a few different styles possibly, but this one again has all Velcro on the pages and you can pull them on and off. So what I would do when I got to each page is I would pull absolutely every piece off of the page, and then I would have my toddler help me. Okay, let's count these. Which one has 2? And we would count 1, 2, and we would put it in the spot that says 2. Or this was a little bit more age appropriate because our toddler is about 2.5. So when I pulled all of these off, you can see the shapes behind the pieces that you pull off, and I would have him match them up, and I would put them there, put the square, put the circle, and I'll show you some of the other pages. We practiced colors, so I pulled all of them off, and I would say, what color is this? Can you put this with the red? And we would put them with the red, match colors. I was shocked at how much he knew. This one's a little bit more complicated. It's the days of the week. We have seasons, different weather. He knew these. There's a sunshine, so you can just match. This one is emotions and feelings. I just took the words off, and I would hold this and say, which one of these faces looks happy? And I would give him this piece and say, put this on the one that looks happy. Which one's smiling? And he knew which one was which. I was very impressed. We have body parts. He did really well with that. Again, very impressed that he knew short to tall, and I would hold all of them in my hand saying, which one's the biggest? Which one's the tallest? And I would tell him where to put it, and he did that really well. It gets more complicated with patterns. You can identify which goes next. It's just a really high quality book, and you can put everything away on each one of these pages, or you can use the front pocket and put everything in here. I should also mention that I will try my best to link all of these things if you are interested in purchasing any of them. The next thing I wanted to show, because we are kind of on the activity path here, and we'll stick on that for just a minute, is probably for older kids. So that first busy book, I would say youngest kids. Then the second busy book is great for more 2+, I would say, maybe even 3-year-olds. This is so cool. This thing is awesome. This thing is so unique. It's not a busy book, but it's an activity center. The downside is it is pretty heavy, but it comes with quite a few different things in here. It has these magnetic blocks that you can use to build really high quality containers that each of these things come in. This is not a cheap set, so keep that in mind. It's something that will probably last for quite a while. In the center, it has this whiteboard piece right here that is magnetic, so you can put some of the tiles, if I can do that right, some of the tiles that they have on there, and they even have little activities so you can practice, you know, making a dog or a rabbit. It is also not only magnetic, but like I said, it's a whiteboard, so it comes with double-sided whiteboard markers that you can draw on. I also got some whiteboard marker crayons that don't make as much of a mess, and that did not come with it. I just stuck that in the container here. And then again, because it's magnetic, they have those blocks that you can put on it, but they also have these containers that have letters, and they have different pictures like a fox and a sun and a queen, so you learn your letters that way. So with an older kid, you could even put the sun out and have them spell S-U-N and practice that on this magnetic board. Or if you have a really little kid, you can just practice coloring or practice stacking these magnetic blocks. I mean, I could see this working for anywhere from age 2 to like, I don't even know, close to age 10 even. There are so many different things that you can do with this. And if your kid moves past a certain stage and you want to replace what's in here and get something else that's magnetic, it's extremely versatile. This thing is, if you want to go all out and get a really high quality travel piece for your kids, I would highly recommend this one. Another great activity, felt books. Felt, you can stick felt to felt and it stays on there pretty nicely. This one is a book about vehicles that I found at our toddler's school book fair. He's vehicle obsessed, anything with wheels we love. So it has like a little street here, it has a parking garage, a construction site with dirt, another little city here. Oh, it looks like this is a car wash. And all of these felt pieces he can play around with. The first page, actually, he was doing such a good job matching up the cars to go with each of the felt pieces. So this was really fun for him on the plane. I have another reusable sticker book. My mom actually sent me these ones. We have an animal one, a dinosaur one, and insects. And then within each of them, there's a whole little scene here, and then you can put the stickers back on here, or you can paste them throughout the scene and keep reusing these over and over and over again, and lots of different options depending on what your kids are interested in. We have also gone through a couple packs of these. I love using these reusable silicone bags for travel for so many different things, but kids' activities, great to keep things in here. We have gone through these really thick stickers, jelly stickers, I guess I would say. They basically stick to any smooth surface, so you can play with them on the tray table of a plane. You can use them at home and put them on your mirrors, or we've done it on our sliding glass doors, but they also are really fun on plane windows. And our toddler has loved these. Like I said, this is not our first set. We have moved on to the construction set. So there's like diggers, steamrollers, stop signs, things like that. And our first set was like safari animals. But again, if you want to do unicorns, or there's so many different ones, all within that one link that I'll share. So there's a variety of different stickers, and they do last a while. The first set we had for probably a year before we moved on to the second set. They're reusable, but they do get a little bit dingy just because they are sticky. So fuzzy things and hairs and stuff will collect on them. And you can rinse them with some water to make them last a little bit longer. The next activity was such a hit. This was like number one on the plane for us. He wanted to show everyone when we got to our destination the fun new toy he used on the plane. And this is a sticker book, but not just any sticker book. It comes with this sticker dispenser, and actually it also comes with extra stickers. So once you're done with all of the stickers that come in this dispenser pen, you get even more of them. Again, there's a few different options here. I think on the back it says, oh yeah, they have a puppy dog, a tiger, this dinosaur, and they also have a unicorn. So a couple of different animals that you can do, and you basically just press this little sticker pen where all of the circles are, and a sticker automatically dispenses. Our toddler has a lot of difficulty peeling off stickers still off of a normal sticker sheet. We usually have to do it for him. This, with a little bit of guidance, he was able to figure it out on his own, and he knew exactly where the open circles were and where to put the stickers. And like I said, it was probably his favorite plane activity this time around on our most recent trip. Moving towards the direction of more arts and crafts types of things, this book, another huge win. First of all, because it's vehicles and we love cars, trucks, planes, and trains. They have this one in a bunch of different sets as well. They have animals, they have bugs, they have ABCs, occupations, but I can see this book lasting a very long time. It's half a sticker book. We used all the stickers on one page, and half a coloring book. The nice thing about this sticker book is that the stickers are on one page and the scene that you're gonna be putting the stickers on are on the opposite page. There's no flipping back and forth for toddlers. It's just right there for you. Again, we have like a camping scene. We have, let's see here, another, oh, this could be like a little farmer's market of some sort. And then on the opposite page, it has spots to color. So there's lots of coloring pages. I mean, this book, we literally only used 2 pages on our flight. So we are going to use this plenty more times. It says there are over 500 stickers. So this will last quite a while, and he really, really liked it. So that, because there are crayons, I have another reusable bag here that I just stuck a small pack of crayons in. And then I have a few other artwork type accessories that I've put in here besides the crayons for some of the other art type activities we have. And one of the most difficult things with art activities is that you don't want it to be too messy. Your toddler typically has one outfit they're wearing for the day. You don't want to get markers all over everything, all over their hands, all over their clothing. So the crayons work great on that coloring book, but I have a few options that are truly mess-free. One of them is these little books right here. This book is a Crayola book. I think I got these in the Target dollar spot. I like getting them from there because they're mini, but they also have full-size coloring books that you can get. And they sell the Crayola markers that work with them, the mess-free markers. We have a purple one and a blue one in the mini size, which is great for travel. But again, you can get full-size and get lots of different markers and colors. The downside to that is that you have a bunch of different colors you have to carry around. If you are looking for something that is even more convenient, smaller, travel friendly, again, dollar spot type find here is one of these magic markers that is just a clear marker here, so you could draw anywhere and you're not going to make a mess. And then as you draw on these pages, it uncovers a design so you don't have to have multiple colors, which is kind of nice. I have 2 finds where you just need water. This one is basically no mess at all. You preload the pen, you just unscrew it, you add some water, screw it back in here. These booklets come in tons of different designs as well. This one here is an underwater theme, and your child can just color and reveal the colors behind the images. There's also kind of activities at the top of each of these that say, you know, discover 4 crabs, find 1 swordfish, find 5 starfish, different little activities. So depending on their age, they might just be kind of moving the coloring around. And if they're a little bit older, they might be able to do the activity where they're finding some things in there. And we have 3 different versions of these. We've used these a lot. The next option for watercoloring are these water sheets here. Again, we have these in a few different types. We have a vehicle one where it comes with a little paintbrush. So I've just used the water that they give you on the plane and had our toddler just dip the little paintbrush that comes with it and paint on here, and it reveals different images. It is pretty obvious. You can see like this is a plane, this is a bus, but still the colors come through very vibrantly and vividly. And what I love about these water activities is that once they dry, you can reuse them over and over and over again, because buying a lot of these toddler activities can get quite pricey if you're buying things that can only be used once. So the water ones are great because they are reusable. We also have one thing that I brought on our most recent trip. It is from Love Every. We get the Love Every Play Kit subscriptions. If you are interested in getting subscriptions for yourself or for a friend as a gift for their kids, I will leave a link below to sign up for their subscriptions. They're the greatest toys ever because we don't have to think about anything. But one of the things that came in there was this cute little travel. They're almost like they're paint sticks, and they're definitely less messy than a lot of other painting by far. And it comes with a little pack of paper. You can roll the paint sticks up. You don't need any water or anything. They're washable, so it's a fun on-the-go thing. We've brought this in our diaper bag many times, and our toddler loves it. Really quickly, I want to talk about entertainment options. When you're on a plane and you are traveling, you probably know, if you've gone through this before, my mentality at least is this is just about survival. So you could have all of these different activities. You can focus on doing screen-free play, but at some point you may need to pull out the screen, which is completely understandable. We definitely do that. We have a pair of headphones for our toddler. You don't want to be playing movies out loud for everyone else to hear. They're nice and small. You can control the volume. Really wonderful option for little kids. And then if you're wondering how am I going to keep the iPad up, this little thing goes on the tray table and makes it so you can slip the iPad in here and just put the tray table back up and the iPad sits there perfectly, which is really nice. The other thing that's really cool about this is it has snaps here. Try and snap it together. And it makes a boat shape almost. You can see the sides come up. You can strap it to the top of the tray table, and that way if your toddler's playing with little pieces of something or like cars, anything like that will stay contained on the tray table, and they're much less likely to drop things all over the plane. Maybe about 6 months ago, went on a flight and let our toddler bring a couple little cars with him. I cannot tell you how many times he dropped those stinking cars, and we had to be like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. We dropped the car again. Can you reach it? And ask people behind us. It was so incredibly embarrassing. So we've said either no cars or small pieces, or they have to stay within here. And things actually do stay pretty contained in here. It rolls up really nice and neat to stick in your carry-on, which is wonderful. And then the last thing is snacks. Snacks are totally the way to go. Snacks are unlimited in my book when you're traveling with a toddler. And this viral snack spinner is viral for a reason. You can load it up with different snacks, and your kid can press the button and rotate through a variety of different snacks. It keeps them entertained by pressing the button. Also, giving them a variety of snacks keeps them entertained. It is a nice, small, compact size for travel, but if you are traveling for a longer period of time, or you just have an older kid that probably needs a little bit more food, they have a larger version of this as well. Or I actually got a 2-pack of them, so you can buy a 2-pack or just keep loading it up. So like he finished one section of it. They came around with the plain snacks, and oh my gosh, I didn't think about doing this at first. This is a lesson learned. But he took the graham crackers that they passed out on the plane and just dumped them on the tray table and wanted to eat them off the tray table. And I'm thinking in my mind, oh my gosh, all of the germs in there. So we've learned our lesson, and when they bring things like that around, or we want to give him more snacks, I just put it straight into the snack spinner. He loves eating out of the snack spinner, and then it keeps him from like dumping it out on the seat and eating it off of the seat or something like that, or trying to drop something on the floor and pick it up and eat it. Whole nightmare. But this thing is, again, viral for a reason. So those are our favorites for traveling with young toddlers. We have been on planes with our kids since they were just a couple of months old. With our second, we actually took him when he was 5 weeks old. So we are experienced with traveling, and I think I've found some really great finds. If you have any travel hacks with toddlers, especially on planes, let me know, and let other moms and parents know who are here watching in the comments below. I want to thank you so much for joining me, as together we make this motherhood journey sophisticated.